Thank you for joining us on this episode, our 40th episode, 41st, episode 2020 of Real Time News. It's hard to believe that we've done that many episodes because we haven't been doing them every day and every week. We've had several things, like I said on the previous episode of our podcast, that we've had several things going on. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start out. Number one, I am asking you to follow us on all of our channels. All the links are in the description. One of the things I ask you to do is follow me on rumble.com. Rumble.com. And it's rumble.com/James Powell Online. Rumble.com/James Powell Online. That's a video platform that I'm really going to, although I do use YouTube and then all the Facebook and everything. But I'm asking you to join me, please. All right. We're going to be talking about this episode. We're going to be focusing on the radical left, the craziness that's going on, and they are going totally nuts. That's it. So, as like always, we go to the screen. You see the articles. If you're listening on the podcast, make sure you go to the video link, YouTube or rumble.com. Watch it. And you can see the articles that we are actually using. So thank you for joining us, and please share, please like, subscribe, and we ask you to, if you would like to support us, please click the links below, and you can support us even directly through PayPal, or you can support us by the affiliates that we have linked up. So let's go to the computer and let's talk about the craziness of the left. All right, on the Blaze, Al Sharpton accuses President Trump of attempting a coup with SCOTUS appointment. So Al Sharpton, of course, the only time he ever talks of anything is when if there is something that happens to a black person. He's so far he is so far from what Martin Luther actually focused on. I mean, it's crazy. It is totally nuts. All right. MSNBC host Reverend, and he still calls himself Reverend Al Sharpton, on Thursday said that by filling the Supreme Court vacancy left by the late Ginsburg, President Trump is attempting to guarantee his election in a coup. Get that, in a coup. Sharpton demanded that Senate Republicans insist that whomever Trump nominates to the Supreme Court, if they are confirmed, recuse themselves in the event a contested election goes to court. Hello? Excuse me. You lost the election. So, if we are to have any iota of democratic process in this election, then Republicans in the Senate, if they move forward as they seem determined to do with the process of the confirmation hearings of whoever the president nominates Saturday in a vote, they are to insist they recuse themselves. Really? They're just. I'll tell you what. They're totally going crazy. Okay. Next up, I'm going to just give us a refresh of the this is funny, of election night 2016. So here we go. I trust you enjoy.
You're awake, by the way. You're not having a terrible dream. Also, you're not dead and you haven't gone to hell.
Okay, that's enough. That's all I'm going to do. You can see they're just totally they were totally unhinged, and the thing about it is they are still unhinged. They never have accepted that President Trump has won. Evidence this last night. Two Louisville police officers shot during riot. They are creating chaos. Two police officers were shot in Louisville during Wednesday night's riots. Louisville Police Chief Robert Schroeder said at the press conference that both officers who were shot in stable condition, there's a suspect in custody. Let's go with this again.
I'm Robert Schroeder. That's all the information I currently have. I'll take any questions briefly.
Okay, that's it. That's what's happening, and the bottom line is the left is unhinged. They don't know how to handle it. They lost, and they still have been crying for all these 4 years. They've been crying. Well, I'll tell you, and they just do not stop. So let me tell you, get ready, folks. Get ready, because what is going to happen is our election is going to be rough. Very, very rough. And one of the things that is going to happen is this election, they are going to try to deter you any way they can. The left does not care. They don't care about America. They don't care about your problems. They don't care about you, the voter. They really don't care. They think they know better than you. That's really what it's all about. Okay. Here it is. After Kentucky Attorney General Daniel Cameron announced that only one of the officers involved in the killing of Breonna Taylor would be indicted. Black Lives Matter and Antifa operatives, these are totally anti-American organizations. I consider them terrorists. Began rioting and looting the city of Louisville. The unrest, which has already resulted in 2 police officers being shot, raged through the night as the rioters destroyed property and set fires. I mean, where is it? If you or I went down the street of where we live and we set a house on fire, we'd be in jail. Or say we went downtown Main Street and set a business on fire, we would be in jail. Why can't these liberal legislators in these towns take control of their towns? Come on. It's crazy. The Louisville Courier-Journal reported on Thursday that the police made 127 arrests on Wednesday night after the officer's announcement involved in the Taylor shooting was made. Hundreds of residents marched through the city in opposition. Well, one of the things, they bring in people. There is video footage that they brought in. It was pre-staged. They had the U-Haul truck. All pre-staged. Oh, man. All right. Breitbart says Joe Biden, this is kind of funny, Joe Biden off campaign trail for 9th day in September. Here's why. Biden's campaign called a lid at 9:20 a.m. Thursday morning, meaning that it had no public events or travel scheduled for the rest of the day. A lid usually means the campaign will not conduct press conferences or dispense press releases the remainder of the day. Biden's team also clarified that Kamala Harris, the Democrat vice presidential nominee, had no public events scheduled for Thursday and therefore would not be on the campaign trail either. If they really cared about you, think of this. They supposedly really care about you. Well, they're not showing it. The news was not all that surprising, as Biden himself told reporters during a campaign swing through North Carolina on Wednesday that he would be heavily engaged for the rest of the week preparing for the debate. Here's Nick Bryant tweeted, "Calling a lid so early in the day is extraordinary this close to an election. Reminds me of following Hillary Clinton in 2016, who had days when her handlers would hardly schedule any appearances. The campaign felt listless and complacent. Is Joe Biden falling into the same trap?" Joe Conca, "Joe Biden's campaign has again called a lid on the day. No events, no questions. September has seen a pattern of Biden taking every third day off with lit announcements coming in the morning." So something is happening. Despite having what some believe to be a light public schedule, Biden has recently mocked Trump for appearing to struggle to walk down a ramp during a commencement ceremony at West Point this year. The former vice president repeated the attack Wednesday when asked about his fitness to be commander-in-chief. You see what they do? They defer. When they're asked a question that they know that they've been caught, they always defer to someone else. All right, here is one that is really, really interesting to me. Why Democrats probably stabbed Dianne Feinstein in the back with this Politico hit piece. Dianne Feinstein is of course, Democrat in California, and they are stabbing her. They're stabbing her. Okay, look, in the town hall article, look, I'm not going to say, oh, I sort of feel bad about a Democrat, but this story just shows how far Democrats will go when someone, even their most senior member, strays from what the woke mob wants. This week's victim is Senator Dianne Feinstein. Destroying the legislative filibuster and packing the courts are now the current items on the menu with the passing of Ginsburg. Senator Mitch McConnell says there will be a vote. Senator Lindsey Graham says there will not only will there be hearings, but he has the vote to get this nominee out of the committee. No problem. All the loose ends are tied. The GOP has more than 50 votes in support of filling the vacancy. The game is over. Senator Mitt Romney isn't going to block the nominee. Senator Lisa Murkowski, originally a no vote, is now backtracking. We got the votes. We're going to fill the seat. There isn't a thing the Democrats can do about it. We won the 2016 election. We expanded our majority in the Senate in 2018, and Ruth didn't retire during the Obama years. That's how this is all played. The bottom line, they lost, and they really know they lost. And I'm predicting that the Democrat Party will never be the same, ever. They've showed themselves, and I'm telling you, they're done. All right, before we go to break, I'd like to talk to you about rumble.com. Rumble.com, and there will be a link. There will be a link, the referral link. In fact, let me see here. Let me drop it in here. You can go to rumble.com. That's rumble.com/register/James Powell. So let me on the video, and of course there's links in the video in the description. So let me just show you right here. Drop it in. That's rumble.com/register/James Powell. You can go, and there you see how much I've made. And it's cool. Rumble.com. Okay, I come to you to not only I'm asking you to connect with me, rumble.com/James Powell online. But go ahead. I have a couple other options, other channels that I'm running. Of course, I'm a pastor, or I used to be a pastor. I'm a preacher. Go to rumble.com and change this to channels. Search Your Church Promotions. Your Church Promotions. There's my channel, and also real-time news. Where this is, this will be uploaded to my real-time news channel. I just set it up, real-time news. Go ahead and subscribe to that. That way you can get all my podcast, all my video. I send it to rumple.com, anchor.fm, YouTube, and of course Facebook, the real-time news Facebook. So make sure that you follow that. So, all right, we are going to jump to our sponsor section, take a break. We'll be right back, and we thank you for listening. And make sure that you share, subscribe, and just connect with us on all of our links. We'll be right back. Finding the right lawn service can always be challenging. You find those services that just try to make it through the day and really don't do what you want them to do. Well, I have great news for you. R.W. Peters Lawn Services in South Stewart, Florida and Hope Sound can help you out. If you live around the Hope Sound, South Stewart, Florida area, you can get your lawn service completed by R.W. Peters Lawn Services. You can go to their website, peterslawnservicesfl.com. You can even call them 740-710-2031. That's 740-710-2031. Email Brian at peterslawnservicesfl.com. Call them today. Trying to advertise in today's world is a very competitive thing. There are many advertising agencies that are saying that if you go with them, you will actually get your word out. Well, I would like to introduce to you a totally new and innovative way to advertise your message. It's called Flamin' Hot Ads. That is F-L-A-M-I-N Hot Ads, A-D-S. Flamin' Hot Ads puts your business card size ad on a styrofoam carryout tray. In today's world, carryouts are a major part of any restaurant business. You can call them 833-ADS-TO-GO. That's A-D-S-T-O-G-O. 833-ADS-TO-GO. Call them to put your advertisement on a styrofoam carryout tray. Art is a thing of the past. I would like to introduce to you an artist that still does hand-drawn art. Don Meredith. Go to donmeredithart.com. That's DonMeredithart.com. Don Meredith does hand-drawn art. He will do whatever you need him to do. You can go to the website and you can see his art that he does. You can give him a call, 772-708-4060. Email finefunart@gmail.com. That's FINEFUNART@gmail.com. Or his website, Don, D-O-N, Meredith, MEREDITH, art.com. He looks forward to talking with you. Are you looking for real news with a real conservative perspective? I invite you to facebook.com/realtimenewstc. That's Realtime News TC of the Treasure Coast. My name is James Powell. I'm the host. I truly would like to invite you to join us. We'll see you on the next show. And we are back. We do thank you again for continuing to connect with us. And we really, really, truly want to connect with each of you. So make sure that you click the links, click our sponsor links if you want to sponsor us, and also click the links, the affiliate links in the description, and we would appreciate it greatly. All right, we are on the Parler. Dan Bongino, of course, if many of you have seen the video I did, Dan Bongino announced he's being treated for a tumor in his neck. There it is again. He's the Western Journal put that out, parlayed that out. Team Trump. It's time for the madness to end, but President Trump cannot do it alone. He needs to know he has your support during this unprecedented time. The Bongino Report. DOJ unveils proposed legislation to rein in speech policing by big tech. And let's just go ahead and click this. Let's see what this says. I know I'm going to be... okay, I need to move on. I try to stay right at a half hour. The Department of Justice introduced draft legislation to Congress Wednesday outlining specific reforms requested by the agency in compliance with President Trump's executive order on preventing online censorship, which curtails big tech liability protections under Section 230 of the 1996 Communication Decency Act. So basically what they're trying to do is rein in all the censorship. You know, when you're a conservative voice, put something out on Facebook, put something out on Twitter, they boom, knock you down. But when you're a liberal, you can talk of all crazy, raunchy, bad stuff. You don't get squelched. So that's what this is all about. Okay, now the tech segment. We'll get to the tech segment. I meant to go to the Cloud Hub. Let me drop over Cloud Hub. A couple posts on Cloud Hub. Let's see what Mark Levin posted. We're not gonna, there we go. Here's Mark Levin post. I don't know how much longer Americans are going to put up with this. I pray to God Donald Trump is reelected, and I pray to God that he uses the Insurrection Act and puts this down, because our country is being destroyed. And I'm sure I speak for the vast majority of Americans, regardless of race, religion, background, but we are sick and tired of this. Sick and tired of it, period. Mark Levin. And thank you very much, Mark, for all that you do in your conservative voice. Okay, here's another one. This was during this recording of this. FBI finds mail-in ballots discarded in Pennsylvania. All of them, get this, all of them were cast for President Trump. Let's go. Harrisburg on Monday, September 21st, 2020, at the request of Luzerne County District Attorney, the Office of the United States Attorney, along with the Federal Bureau of Investigation, Scranton Resident Office, began an inquiry into reports of potential issues with a small number of mail-in ballots. Since Monday, FBI personnel working together with Pennsylvania State Police have conducted numerous interviews and reviewed certain physical evidence. An inquiry remains ongoing, and we expect later today. And Trump has warned us they're going to try to take it from us. All right. One more. Let's go to the tech segment. The from CNET.com, and then we'll go to the verse of the day, and we'll end the podcast. And hey, I'll get it done maybe within the 30 minutes. Using Windows 10, here's how to run Android apps on your PC. And those of you that are listening on the podcast, please make sure you go to the rumple.com and search real-time news. Search the channels. That way you can see this, or go to jjmediaonline.net/YouTube. You can watch it on there too. This episode, if you want to see the screenshots. You can access certain Android apps on your Windows 10 device thanks for an update to your phone app available for Samsung and Galaxy phones. Certain Android phone users can now access Android mobile apps directly from their Windows 10 PC. And it was a update to your phone app. The update, first announced during the Samsung Unpacked event August 5th, lets you pin your favorite Android mobile apps to the taskbar or start menu on your Windows 10 PC for quick and easy access. The apps will open in separate windows from your phone app, letting you use them basically the same way you would your phone. With many people still working from home due to the coronavirus pandemic, the ability to access phone apps on a larger desktop or laptop screen with a mouse, pen, or touch screen could help with multitasking. All right, we're going to end today with verse of the day. Verse of the day is 1 Corinthians 13:4-5. Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it is not rude, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Thoughts on today's verse. Love does not focus on myself, but on others. Each of these qualities of love is based upon an affectionate, compassionate, and forgiving attitude that regards others as being valuable and not placing value on myself and my desires. No wonder the old saying goes, the middle of sin is a big I. When I becomes more important than others, and what I want and that I win is more significant than someone else truly needs, then I have lost my way and do not display the love of Christ. The prayer for the day: Holy God and sacrificial Father, teach me to notice others and value them just as you do. I know you loved me when I was not lovable and redeemed me when I was not worthy. Help me to take my eyes off myself and see others as you see them. In the name of Jesus, I pray. Amen and amen. I want to thank you again for just listening, watching, and following us, connecting with us. Make sure you go to Rumble, that's rumble.com/James Powell Online. Follow us, and we're also going to the Realtech News, Real-Time News. Search that in the channels on rumble.com, Real-Time News. We haven't got the channel name yet, so make sure that you follow us on all the channels. Support us. We thank you. Thank you very much. Trust you have a great day, and we trust God's richest blessings on you. Thank you again. We'll catch you on the next podcast, and we hope that you just stay calm. God has everything under control. We're going to make it. Thank you again. We'll catch you on the next podcast.